And
Now, I would like to introduce the one, the only.
hey, squiddies! It's Dre from Tattoo Squid Podcast here with Gabby, Caleb, and Mike. And well, Caleb's alter ego is Bruce Wayne. So, everybody say hi to everybody, and
Hello,
I like it.
everybody.
It's kind
Hi,
of,
everybody.
it's kind.
Hi.
Well, now he's got darker and he's got sleeveless.
Oh no, I've always been sleeveless, but
he's getting deeper into space right now.
Oh, now
there,
he's lit
there
up.
we go. There we go.
Got the comic.
I brought a bright background for my screen on, because currently, right now, the light that's over my head has gone out, and I've just been too lazy to go to Walmart to buy replacement bulbs, because I got to get a certain type of bulb, because I can't just use a bulb like every other
Normal light bulb.
light bulb in this apartment
Yeah.
has. No, I got to get this one where the part where you screw it in, it's just thinner, smaller, and I'm just like, you're a pain in the butt.
And people are gonna be looking at this video going like, what the hell is he talking about light? He's got a fucking galaxy behind him.
All the light you need.
Yeah. That's all like, it's like, hi, how you doing? I'm gonna put this light bulb right here. Excuse me.
He's
But,
lit up with the literal universe.
He's
Oh
at
no,
home.
if we're going with literal universe, then let's just go back to this.
There we go.
They're like, how's Hercules up in the universe already? Because Hercules, I think, had like the whole like big huge beard, but I don't know if like the whole like the barrette kind of not barrette,
The braided beard.
braided
Yeah.
beard. Yeah, then but that whole bees and all that, and it's just like forgot. But so how's everybody doing? How's their week?
Doing good, man. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Glad you're doing good. There were 50-mile-per-hour winds around here on Tuesday or Wednesday, and they blew up the pollen. And I've had a severe sinus attack, like an allergy attack. So I've been down for about 2 days.
yeah, so everybody give healthy wishes. I mean, not healthy wishes, healthy to make her feel better.
Thank you.
You go in there and to so we'll talk about everything. So folks, if you're just joining in, we're talking with Happy Hour Podcast, which is what you think it is. Yes, it's a drinking podcast at some points, and find out how people kind of like wear underwear for a week. And what was the other thing, the rather would you rather I forgot. Good God, man, it was only this morning I heard. Well, yeah, not good in the morning as it is.
I was about to say, to be fair, I don't remember much from my morning this morning. But that's also, I woke up at like 3:30 because I went to sleep at like 8:30 last night because I was just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, this is how tired I was. I fell asleep watching TikToks
There we go.
and
That's how you do it.
still wearing my jeans.
So,
That means you
yeah.
needed it. That means you needed the sleep.
Didn't
Yeah,
change
man,
into
you were
my
tired.
shorts. Yeah, just straight up, boom, jeans. I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, what am I laying? Well, that's my wallet. What's my wallet? Oh, I'm in my jeans. That's why my wallet's in my bed.
don't you hate that when you have your change in your pocket and then you're full asleep and with your pants on, and then you're like, the fuck's all my change? Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. I had that orgy about a couple of like hours ago. They didn't rob me, so it's good. But now this is a question I want to ask, because I know I had some crazy drinking stories.
Okay. Sure.
Now I know you guys got some like boozled fucking that's a word for you folks. Boozled. So anyone want to start their reckoning of sin?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. We've got some bamboozled stories, haven't we?
Shout out Whiskey Hell podcast.
Bamboozled was the secret word to make Mike drink because he said, "Oh, I can't get drunk."
Well,
I
in-
ate a whole pizza.
yeah, no, I had it was either Penn Station or Subway like an hour before we went
No, it
on.
was a pizza.
Was it a pizza?
Yeah, it was a whole
It
pizza.
was a whole pizza.
Okay. Yeah, oh, maybe it was. I'd been drinking. I don't remember. But no, yeah. So I guess I ate a whole pizza, and we were having Fitz and McShane from the Whiskey Hell podcast come on to hang with us, and I had warned them beforehand. I said, guys, look, I just finished eating like a large pizza by myself, like a fucking rat over the sink. So if I don't get to the level of buzzed or whatever that you guys are expecting, don't hold that against me. And then it was Fitz. He said, well, we'll just come up with like a word that we'll turn this into a drinking game, and it's called Get Mike Drunk. And if you
I came up with the word.
Yep.
Yeah, Caleb came up with the word. He's like, every time someone says bamboozled, Mike, you have to take a drink. So the episode ended up being titled Bamboozled with Whiskey Hell Podcast. So shout out to those two fools for tearing me up.
What's the name of the podcast? Because I got to put down for honorable mentions.
Whiskey Hell.
Whiskey Hell Podcast.
Oh, okay.
Amazing guys too. Amazing guys. We had such a
yeah.
good time with them.
Yeah, because we call it, I don't know if you know this as well, bamboozle is also candy.
Yeah. Ooh, isn't it the nasty jelly beans?
It depends on what you get. So if you grab one and there's a couple with the same kind of color, it could be like, say, red could be toothpaste, or it could be snot.
Oh,
like
those
the Bernie bots.
Yeah.
They always give you the thing on the back of the box. And I didn't know about bamboozle until I watched a YouTube
they're nasty.
And they were doing this thing like, okay, name they always ask questions, and then it's like a Christmas thing. So they're like, okay, what would be my favorite hobby? And then everybody, their friends, had to figure out what his favorite hobby would be. And if they got it like right, they don't have the bamboozle. Or but if they got it wrong, there you go. It's like
you have to take that chance on whether it's a gross one or a good one.
Yeah, either you're gonna have chocolate or you're gonna have dog food.
Yep.
Isn't one of the flavors like there's buttered popcorn, mowed grass, vomit, boogers, toothpaste, soap,
dog
oddballs, worms, like moldy cheese.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, moldy cheese, and because they had Harry Potter, I think, has.
They did.
They started that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the one that started, but it was more like grass, like you were saying, grass and
nice ones.
Yeah, like kind of like benign kind of stuff, So you're using it, and you're like, okay, this is all right. It's not that bad. But then also now you're going on to the next level, and you're like, oh, it's the same thing I did when I did last night. It's like fucking puke,
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Especially when you're having especially when you're eating like raviolis, like a whole 50 fucking thing of box, then that's what I used to do when I drank. I would go to the bar, I drank, and I fucking want to eat something. I get like there's a place called Deer Park, New York. It's like a town, and they had their own box of raviolis. And it was like 50. So you either had cheese or you had meat. And I put that whole box in the fucking water, boiled and everything else. And
yum.
And yeah, it's yum, all right. And then all of a sudden after I'm eating the thing, and I'm like, all right, I got them all done. I'm fucking drunk. I'm not gonna go to sleep. And then you got that nice little filter like thing in the bottom of your throat, ready to like, hey, I'm gonna inch up and spoil your night.
Yep.
We all know that one too well.
Yeah, we all do, especially when you have heartburn and it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Back in like our younger days, we used to, after we would go to bars and shit, we would hit up like Denny's or
White Castle.
White Castle, yeah.
Waffle House.
Waffle House. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
those,
I
those are
don't.
the places you have to fucking hit. Yeah.
I don't have to be drunk to want to go eat at Waffle House. I am always down for that.
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
no, definitely.
Get my Texas bacon patty melt and some
Gross.
hash browns. Shit, let's go.
Oh, Steak and Shake also.
Yeah, steak and
We
shake.
used to do steak
Rest
and
in
shake.
peace.
Yep.
Yeah, so mine was like Waffle because I used to live in Pennsylvania. So mine was like Denny's, Waffle House. The whatever donut shop was fucking open at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Donuts sound good.
but then all of a sudden after I'll go like work out at the gym, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm just gonna grab a donut because at one point I thought, plain fucking donuts was like didn't have any sugar. I thought,
Yeah.
but I've been told, exactly that it has sugar in it. I'm like,
Of course.
well, it was delicious.
It's a plain donut. Pah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, man.
It's
there
just
you go.
flour and water. That's
There you
all
go.
it is.
See,
Well, you see, that's why you get an apple fritter. It's got apples in it.
That's healthier because of apples. I like where you're going, Caleb.
Yeah,
Fruits
there
are
you
good
go.
for you.
Bruce Wayne is.
I'm a smart
thinking.
one.
Caleb using the old noggin today.
There you go.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of a good drinking story that I have. Lord, I have a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the one time that I drank the entire bottle of Aftershock in less than 6 hours and puked for 2 days straight,
Yeah.
nearly died.
Oh, at Julie's house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
oh, that's I got one. We call it, and it's not even me. I mean, I was drunk, yes, but my wife at the time when she was alive, she had cancer before, so we had like a barbecue and we had all our friends over. So then she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and drink first, and then I'll eat. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do, it's no problem. And then we're going, and she'll drink Black House like for shots, and I think one of them was like vanilla vodka and 7-Up.
Okay.
And so all of a sudden she's drinking that, and all of a sudden now she's having a red wine, and I'm like, okay,
Ooh.
cool. And then she started having a little bit to eat and everything else, and I'm like, all right, and everybody else having a good time. I'm chugging down beers and doing shots of Jägermeisters and all that, and all of a sudden after we call, my friend's like, Trey, you gotta come upstairs. I'm like, oh, I'll be there in a minute. It's like, no, it's cleanup time. I'm like,
Oh no.
So now I get up there. Now she's wearing one of those like camisole kind of thing with the turtleneck, but it's like sleeveless. So
Yeah.
she's sitting in this chair, and she's just like, like just lounging, like, and all of a sudden the red from the wine goes right all the way down the white shirt.
Oh
So I'm
no.
like, did somebody cut you in the neck? Because it looked like a murder scene. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit. I'm like, the hell, what happened here? And it's like, and then she's just turned around and she went, I did an accident. And I'm like,
Oh.
like, a 30, no, was it? Yeah, like a 30-year-old woman that's turned like 8.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden that time I'm like, okay, let me go check. So have you ever seen the movie Daddy Daycare? Obviously you had. So the one scene where the kid goes into the bathroom, and then Eddie Murphy comes in there, and then he's like, and he comes out and he goes, I did it myself, and then walks away. And he's like, okay. And he looks, he goes, like,
Oh my gosh.
like,
So it was everywhere.
it was like, it looked like somebody got shot by an Uzi.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh God.
And I'm looking, I'm like, how the fuck?
You'd be
And I'm like-
surprised.
I'm like, okay, okay. And then she pushes me out. She goes, round 2. And I'm like, oh no. So then I'm like, all right, let me go downstairs, get everybody situated. I'm like, listen, I have to go this, and something happened, and blah, blah, blah. They go on. And I'm cleaning this shit up. And I get outside and I come back up there, and she's like in bed sleeping. So I'm like, all right, put the bucket right there. You never know, put it in there. And all of a sudden I'm like cleaning. I'm like,
It'd be around 3. Never
and I
know.
never really clean like on my hands and knees. I'm like, I just get like, and it should be gone. But then all of a sudden I'm cleaning the whole thing, and I'm looking, I'm like, how the fuck did she get behind the toilet? And in the shower. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, goddamn. So it's
There's a
always,
lot of liquor and fluids in her stomach at that point.
yeah, it was like, and then because I got drunk one time on my birthday, which obviously you could, you gotta get drunk on your birthday.
Absolutely.
course.
Absolutely. It's God given right. You have to get drunk on your birthday. So let's just say that I got drunk on my birthday. My friend brought me to the bar that was near my house.
Always good.
And because this is a story in the story, because it's going to continue on, but I'm going to make it real fast. So I got out of the car, which my friend's car window would not work. I mean, the door wouldn't work. So I had to go through the window like a Dukes of Hazzard, and my feet were hanging out the door. So I climbed out of the door and I fell over. The bartender just looked at me without even walking the bar going, you're cut. No, you're not coming in. And I'm like, and I had my shot and my beer, and I'm like, and I walked home. Got home.
Yeah.
Everything was fine until I got upstairs and everything blacked out. I had no fucking clue what happened. So the next day, she comes down. You know what you did? Not really, but I know you're gonna fucking tell me. And all of a sudden she's like, oh, you did this, that, the whole thing like that. So now coincide with this other story. She comes downstairs. I'm having coffee with her dad, and we're smoking cigarettes, and she's like, oh, what the fuck happened? I'm like, well, do you want to know what really fucking happened? And all of a sudden she goes, I don't know if I want to. Let me get coffee, smoke my cigarette, and then tell me. I'm like, okay, you done? And she goes, yeah, I drank my coffee, I had my cigarette. What happened? I'm like, well, you shot somebody with a fucking Uzi.
Oh wow.
And she's like, she just gave me that look like,
Are you serious?
but no, her thing was like, I don't know if you're serious or not, because you are very good at not giving any laughter. I'm like, I love playing practical jokes on it. So I'm like, I told your dad that, and he's like, yeah, the cops are coming by. So he playing along too. And all of a
That's
sudden she goes,
awesome.
the fuck? And I'm like, nah, just kidding. You threw up. It looked like somebody got shot by an Uzi. And she goes, who cleaned it? I'm like, I did. She goes, you cleaned? I'm like, listen, you do a lot of shit when you're drunk.
Oh yeah.
You can lift the car. The endorphins and all that. You lift the car up and everything else, and you can clean the fucking bathroom. They look like shot by an Uzi.
Oh god.
Oh, this is gonna be a great episode art kind of thing. We're gonna have blood splatter.
Blood splatter, puke, drunk people.
Blood splatter, bamboozled, Bruce Wayne in the corner, in outer space. No, but we still got a lot more to go.
I mean, you could always say that you've never seen Caleb and Batman in the same room together.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get like a cartoon version of you guys. That way you put Batman on one side and there's Caleb like on the other side of the building. Like, but I wasn't there. I swear I was in the bar. That was it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I know Caleb's not Batman.
Yeah, he's
No,
not
switch,
Batman.
wink, wink.
I
I
was
know
at-
he's not.
I was at the bar. It's called the
Because
Galaxy.
I'm currently the smart one. Come on, y'all.
Not saying he's the world's greatest detective, but
I'm
You find
I'm just smart one right now.
There we go.
he's the smart guy.
He's a smart cookie.
Yeah, smart cookie.
So have you ever noticed this conspiracy? Now, I've been told this conspiracy from There Is a Better podcast. You ever heard of the podcast? Or
No, I'm not familiar.
Mhm.
very funny group. Very
Yeah.
funny. So there's a guy named Ghosty, but now he goes by the name Dilo. And he said that there is a conspiracy where the double stuffed Oreos in the package they have spaces, so they're missing double stuffed Oreos. They should be packed as it is. I thought maybe because I don't know I forgot what state he's in, but that he maybe just by chance found one that didn't have any, had
Yeah.
only missing a couple. And I'm like, you know what? I am going to go into an adventure. My girlfriend's looking at me like, what adventure? I'm like, the double stuffed Oreo adventure. And all of a
Hey,
sudden,
yeah.
she's like, what? I'm like, don't worry, I'll bring it home. You'll know. She goes, you're going to get cookies. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'll bring milk too. So that's no problem. So it's a lot better. You just don't come in. It's all good. But
Make sure I get the milk.
yeah.
Promise.
Oh, definitely.
I'm
No,
on my way.
I always get the milk for that one. I'm like, yeah, cool. I get cookies. I gotta have milk. Fuck that shit. Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
Oh yes.
Because Gunner can attest to this as well. He's like, listen, I need milk with the cookies.
He needs
He-
milk with anything.
Yeah, he just drinks milk with more milk.
Does the body good, you know.
Oh, he's
Some
having
don't.
spaghetti with marinara sauce. Well, he's gonna need milk for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
He
Even
just brushed his
Caleb can
teeth.
vouch for that.
He's gonna need milk for that.
Yep.
I think we have to buy like 2 or 3 gallons
We
at a
have to
time.
do 3 gallons of milk at a time. You get 1, Gunnar gets 2.
Yeah,
But I would rather him drink milk than sodas.
yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I never drink soda, but there was times where I don't really drink soda like on like on a regular basis.
Mhm.
You know, like maybe if I go to Burger King or something, you know, I'm like, okay, I'll get Dr. Pepper. Yeah. and
Yeah,
It goes with it. Yeah.
it's like a special treat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that kind of thing. But now lately I'm like, okay, you know, I'll do root beer, or as I call it, beer of root. And, you know, so that's like my beer as it is. And then we go on, and then now I find myself getting Dr. Pepper on a regular basis for some fucking reason. But
Oh, Dr. Pepper's delicious.
Because
Dr.
it's delicious.
Pepper is-
oh yeah, no,
It's-
definitely. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It's the best soda out there. It is.
And it gives you great burps. I'm
Oh
like,
God, yes.
Yeah. it
The
does.
the Dr. Pepper cream soda is my current favorite.
there
It's
you go.
so good.
I like the beer of root, the root beer we call it, you know, would be like, you know, oh shit, what the hell was it? Fucking thing in there. Well, anyway, so vanilla, the vanilla flavor,
Yeah.
kind of, so it kind of helps out. And all of a sudden I'm like, all right, cool. My girlfriend's like, you got the beer root? I'm like, yep, I got it, pour it in there, no problem. And I'll drink it, and all of a sudden, she goes,
Nice.
holy shit.
Nice.
I'm like, that came from the gullet.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah,
From
dude.
the depth.
That came
So-
from the basement.
Tell me a little bit more about this double stuff. Did you find out the answer to that?
No, I mean, we bought a pack of double stuffed Oreo cookies, and I
Yeah.
opened it up, and I'm like, I looked at her, and I'm like, you ready? She goes, okay, fine, get the camera. And
We're
she's like,
documenting this.
yeah, we're documenting this. We're putting this on fucking Twitter. And like, it has to be true on Twitter.
Everything you see on the internet is true.
Yeah,
Everything
that's
on the
why it's
internet
there.
is right. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, it. And then all of a sudden I open up and I'm like, aha. And she looked down and she goes, there's 4 missing. I'm like, the conspiracy. And I'm like, play the song. And then all of a sudden X-Files. I'm like, that would have been a good TikTok, man. Fucking Bruce Wayne. Now the smart one. He changed it up on us. I was calling him Bruce Wayne. Now he's a smart one.
He
I
does
smart.
that.
He's good. He's good, folks. He's like the one that he orchestrates the whole robberies and all that. No, not robberies. I'm sorry. No, we're not talking about robberies. No. But speaking of robberies, now you guys are talking about in the beginning, you were talking about Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz. I think just like 3 Paul.
The World's
Yeah.
End.
World's End is the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's Paul, right? Yeah.
Paul is not a part of the Cornetto trilogy.
It was
Oh.
just something fun that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I kind of figured if they both in it, that's why I figured it was like a trilogy for them.
Well, no,
Edgar Wright did not write it or direct it.
yeah, he had nothing to
He
do
had
with
nothing
Paul.
to do with
The
Paul.
Cornetto trilogy is a trilogy. It was written by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is the one who directed all 3 movies, and that's kind of his thing.
Yeah. All
But
right.
Paul was still fun.
Yeah, Paul is a great movie,
Paul is still
but
so
it's
fun.
it's not part of that trilogy.
What was it? The girl that couldn't see very well or something, and
Oh, Kristen Wiig's character.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, just like just like cured her of like be able to see. It's like, holy shit, I can fucking see.
My favorite part is when she's cussing for the first time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, when she learns how to cuss.
for like a half an hour straight.
Your butt toot and fart right. I did, Dick.
Eh,
You're
You bet-
getting there.
you bet your cock I did. Wait, what? It's like, wow, this is great. I can do this now. But also, we did you did Club Dread, and
Yeah.
Club Dread I like it. I was listening to your episode with Club Dread, Slam and Salmon, and I love those guys. And if everybody doesn't know, we're talking about, which I forgot the fucking name again. God
Broken
damn it.
Lizard.
Thank you. I
You're
know it was
welcome.
broken something. I was gonna say broken something. But I'm looking at it on the fucking refrigerator, broken lizard. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I need eyesight.
They did Super Troopers 2, Slam and Salmon, Bear Fest, Club
Dread.
Dread.
And hopefully soon they're gonna do Smoke Out. Because they were
Pot
gonna do that.
Fest.
Yeah.
Pot Fest.
Pot
Pot
Fest.
Fest. Well, I call it Smoke Out too.
Yeah.
But
But they are
Smoke
working
out
on
to
one right.
Electric Boogaloo.
There we go.
Yeah.
yeah, because we had I had well, no, because I got this game coming in and I want to go and try to get everybody into it, even we call it the King of Pirates. He changed the shit again. That's really fucking quick. I gotta keep my eye on this guy. I'm like, listen, just what
Just
next?
call me the Flash. It's how quickly I'm moving with these
There you go.
changes.
Yeah.
Barry Allen has nothing on you.
He doesn't know where the change came from, but he could change his fucking name really fast. But Broken Lizard. So now my character I like, because I know you guys went through your favorite characters.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And my favorite character would be I don't know the actor's name, but is the captain of their police station.
Jay changes Escar.
Yeah. No. We call it the older guy.
Brian Cox.
Yep.
Yeah,
Brian Cox.
that's my favorite character because he's like, he goes, listen, I don't care who. And he goes, oh. He just make those like, and then
He's
we
funny.
Weird noises, weird faces,
He
and
does like the fight scene. He goes, come on, Roddy, come on, I can take you. He does that whole like,
I'm gonna
Popeye.
pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans.
Oh my god, I use that thing. We call it. I think I did it on TikTok. I think.
Nice.
Yes, folks, I do TikTok as well. But
We do too.
I know. I see it. And I'm like, I'm hoping that you guys get to like 1,000. I really need to get 1,000. I got like 100 or something. And I'm like,
I think we only got like 150. But
oh, okay,
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, if you're listening to this and you're into TikTok and you just want to see people that's going to drink and give you a whole bunch of stuff, then follow Happy Hour. If you just want to see some dumb fuck trying to do something funny, just come see me.
We have a little bit of both.
we've got some dumb
Yeah,
stuff
we've
too.
got
Especially you
Yeah,
twirling
me.
your hair around,
twerking on the stairs
twerking
in
on
our
the
living room.
stairs with my sunglasses.
Yeah.
I think I put a like on that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our lightsaber battle in the backyard.
Yeah.
Me and Gunnar, and then I think me and you did one, didn't we? Or you and Gunnar did one.
Nope.
Was it just me and Gunnar?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I got a lot of likes when I posted the one where I had the Thundercat sword.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, nice. And they're like, where'd you get it? I'm like, listen, a friend of mine, he has a knife store and a jewelry store, but you just can't get the knives, you gotta get the jewelry as well. So it's like, well, why is that? Because the wife will kill you if you go and buy from him and not from her. So let's talk about tattoos, because I see that Mike's sporting some cool artwork on his arm.
Oh yeah.
I noticed we call it King of Pirates. After 5 minutes, he didn't change it yet, so it's good.
Got the Mom in the Heart banner and Phantom of the Opera.
That's two things I never figured to have you on your arm. Mom, okay, fine. Because I had an uncle that he had the Navy SEAL on his forearm, which you're looking at like maybe at my the age I was at, like Gunner's age. Like was he like 8, 9 or?
He just turned 8.
Oh, okay. So I was right. I thought I was like reaching, saying like he was younger or something. But like 8 years old, and I see this tattoo my uncle has, and I'm like, oh, that's the coolest shit ever. I want to get one, and then I do, and I went fucking overboard. So as I tell people, I fell in a box of crayons.
Hey, they look good, man.
They do.
You're wearing the hell out of them.
I got long sleeves on, so you can't see any of mine.
It's like you can't see with this whole background thing, So and I always have a tendency to always look back, and it's not even there. I'm like, shit. Hold on.
When did this background happen?
It's like, what the hell? Oh, you got the crescent moon.
Actually, this one on my arm, the crescent moon, kind of like a dream catcher.
Yeah.
My best friend of 16 years, almost 17 years, she has the sun. So we have the sun and the moon because she's the sun to my moon and I'm the moon to her sun.
There you go. And then you get the paw prints, and like back when I was in Pennsylvania, they used to do
You got it too.
Yeah,
Oh,
the paw
it's
prints.
our dog that had passed away 2 years ago. That's his name was Pip.
Uh-oh.
And we named him after Peregrine Took from Lord of the Rings. So we had his name written in Elvish
All right, hold on. I
or
got
in Tolkien font and
Okay.
his paw.
Let's see. I got a rat on my wrist right here.
Yeah. Oh.
He's going upside down with the bear. I've got an anatomical heart in the middle of my chest.
Oh. Shit, hold on. Let me just. I was trying to. We call it get this back thing so I can show my tattoos because it's always going in the background.
I've got a heart with wings, and it has Gunner's name on it. And then beside it, I've got 2 ravens that I'm getting worked on. Should be finished by the end of the month. In honor of Freya and Odin.
Now, is anybody going to get hot dogs on their body because we call
Nope.
the whole?
No, I said I would wear their merch every day. I did not say I was going to get a tattoo.
I was just reiterating. I wasn't sure, because everybody was talking about like, oh, I'll do this and do that. I'll buy a whole bunch of these wieners and all that. And next thing you know, I'm like, oh, why don't we just get the tattoo of the wieners? Whatever.
Yeah, with the Wienermobile tattooed on my big toe.
Yeah.
Just a little bitty one on my big toe.
I'll get a happy face on the tip of my big toe. Just a 2 dots for eyes and then the smile.
Yeah. We call a friend of mine said he wanted to get the initials MN on his wee wee. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, well, that's kind of spell. He goes, Michigan. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden we caught up. My wife at the time, she goes, don't you mean Minnie? Yeah. I'm like, wow.
That's a good burn.
I'm like, you don't even know the guy, and you just like. She goes, I don't even like him. I'm like,
That's a good burn.
All right,
Yeah, that's
said.
fair.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to argue with her because when they argue, then guys don't win. We're in the doghouse or we're laying on the couch. Basically, it's the same thing. So, so.
Did you find that couch comfy last night, honey?
Well, you and the boy were infected with whatever T virus is going through your bodies. And I didn't want to wake up and get bit and start wandering around the front yard
That's
with
all right.
rotted flesh and
I'll headshot you.
my
You're
jaw
good.
hanging
I'll put you out
off.
of your misery. Gotcha.
Don't worry, she'll call Mila Djokovic, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, Jehovah's or whatever. Jehovah's, no, don't call Jehovah's Witness. No.
No, go ahead, call them too. We'll get rid of them too.
Yeah. Oh, if you really want to get rid of Jehovah's Witness, but I know I don't talk about religion, but okay, this is a good story.
Show up to the
Everybody
front door
wants
with
to
the
get
steak.
rid of the Jehovah's Witness.
Not
Knocking on the door.
not intentionally, but just get them away from the door.
Get them away from the door. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
At 8 o'clock in the morning when you come home
Oof.
drunk.
Where you
honestly,
just fell asleep an hour ago from getting drunk.
that's my story. That's how the story was starting. It's like me and my brother went to the bar, came home. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. My mom and dad's like, all right, we're going out. We know you just got home and all that, so just fucking sleep. And I'm like, okay. All of a sudden, after the doorbell fucking rings, I'm like, I guess they forgot something. And all of a sudden, I look through the peephole, and then there's your host witness. I'm like, oh no. And then my brother's like from the stairs, like, who the fuck is it? Is that Dad? I'm like, who is witness? And he goes, the fuck are we? It's like a movie. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Don't answer the door.
Yeah. No, but all of a sudden they kept on ringing and ringing. I'm like, oh, and I got a fucking headache. I'm like, listen, come downstairs. He goes, why? And I'm like, I'm gonna fall. And I'm like, just come down, get the dog, give me a meat cleaver and a bottle of ketchup.
Hey, there you go.
There we go.
And all of a sudden and he just looked at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, so just hold the dog, rile him up like you always do, and then we'll go from there. I'm like, and I open up the door and I'm like, hi, how you doing? And I'm like, doing that whole like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden it's like, do you believe in Jesus Christ? And I'm like, yeah, about like 2 minutes ago, I was like puking in the bathroom. I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't drink no more. And he's like, oh, we're so sorry, you're feeling the weather. And I'm waiting for him to go like, do you want us to come back? No, they're like, we're gonna talk some more about Jesus. And I'm like, okay. And then I go like this with my arm, go like that, and he's like, run. I'm like, shut up, shut the fuck up. And then all of a sudden I have to rile him up again. And like the second time, like, shut up, or I'll fucking kill you. And they're like, sir, don't be so violent. I'm like, the dog has been doing this every day. And I'm trying to like get like a nice little speech thing going on. And then rile him up again. I'm like, I told you, fucking shit. And you see him squirt the thing go, and it's like right on my face and all that. And I'm like, and then they just walked like really slowly and walking down the street. But they were walking, and then my mom and dad came up.
Oh, that was awkward, but I bet they believed you and they loved it.
Because my dad told me after when he came in, he goes, "The fuck you guys do?" Well, he goes, "Who the fuck was that?" I'm like, "Jehovah's Witness." He goes, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And I'm like, he goes, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "Well, I don't think they're gonna come around again." He goes, "Okay, go back to sleep." And he's like, "Why is there ketchup everywhere?" I'm like, "We're gonna sleep."
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my little, getting away with not so much of murder. But
a drive-by ketchuping.
yeah, the drive. Oh, that's the good name of the title. There we go. Drive
There
by
we go.
ketchuping.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like the bear you got in the background there, Caleb. Or should I say
think you mean,
Tank?
Tank the bear.
Tank the bear.
Boom.
He's like
Gracing us
everybody's-
with his presence.
He's taking over for me right now. I'm just, I'm autopilot.
I was
Tank's
gonna say,
got the
Rod-
job.
Riding shotgun.
He's the official mascot for Happy Hour Podcast and KY Brew Review.
I wouldn't say that for
That was from
the
the gullet.
KY Brew Review. But Happy Hour, Tank the bear.
Frank Tank the bear. Well, that's what you need. You just need a bear holding like a keg of beer. Yeah,
For sure.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Teach a bear how to beer chug.
Oh, I think he knows how to do it. They're always like, going for everybody's shit as it is.
Did you say teach a beer how to bear chug?
Yep, I
Okay.
did.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's what you
I
said.
These sinus meds are really, really fucking with me right now.
What you drinking?
It is herbal tea.
Herbal tea. I'm drinking sweet tea.
Today's episode is sponsored by Sudafed. No.
We're from Kentucky, but not that far in Kentucky.
Sudafed and Tylenol.
I'm banned 1,000 already. We're talking about bamboozled and Sudafed.
That's an average day in the life of Valley Station.
Oh, yeah. God.
It's like I have a mind meld with these guys. It's like let's talk to Mona Lisa. Let's talk to Mona Lisa for a little bit. You seem like a little bit out there. Yeah. So Mona Lisa, how are you in the portrait?
She's hanging in there.
Just hanging out.
Is she drinking too? Is she drinking too?
She has no arms.
Oh my God. Now he's in space again.
Back to space.
Back to space.
Mona Lisa in space. That sounds like a really bad movie.
Yeah.
The Mona Lisa in space. Help me.
It's like the same thing,
Floating
like
away.
like Muppets in space or pigs in space. It's like pigs in space, but no, let's try Mona Lisa.
Hey, there you go.
But
I can't be as bad as Jason X or Jason in space.
Oh, Jason
that-
X.
Or
is
Jason
God.
X, yeah.
That
Oh,
stupid
don't
fucking
get me
movie.
started. Don't get me started on that.
We don't talk about that.
No.
That's the third
I
thing
can
that's not allowed
actually
to talk about.
I can say that I've never seen it. Ah,
You
Thank
haven't seen
God.
it yet.
I will not see it.
Look, you watched Batman and Robin today.
I only watched the last 30 minutes. Thank you very much.
Okay, I watched Batman and Robin today. I don't know. Oh, Gunner wanted to watch it. I don't know. I hate that fucking movie.
I
God
watched
damn it.
Batman and Robin today. Pass me the Sudafed.
Oh, it's the same energy as Jason.
You would
X.
need Sudafed to
fucking-
get through it.
No,
Yeah,
you
that's
need-
what I mean. Yeah, you get the Sudafed
need,
to
like-
get through it. Yeah.
crystal meth to get through it. PCP. Just
You'll be
enjoy it.
you'll be so like so white like Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Or
Time
Mr.
to
Olympian
chill.
Freeze.
Time to chill out.
I did the white. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger doing jump rope. I did the white. Arnold Schwarzenegger doing jump rope. Oh, I gotta find
God.
that one.
Oh
There you
man.
go. Schwarz.
So
Oh Jesus, I can't even spell Schwarzenegger. But anyway,
that's all right. Get it as close as you can.
Just spell it the way it sounds.
It's like
There's
a
an
thing.
S, there's a W, maybe a Q,
An E.
Z,
I
an
think it's
N, and a
maybe.
G,
X.
I don't think there's an
an
X.
Aider.
there's an
pound
X in
sign.
Jason. Jason.
Oh,
But no, but that's one. I've seen every Friday the 13th movie, but then I'm like, why does Jason have to be out in space?
yeah.
Thank
Why does
you.
that
Oh
exist?
my God.
I'm like, and
They're-
then
they
they
push-
enhanced them, with
Ants.
stuff. They enhanced them with enhanced.
With enhancements.
Yeah, game. And then the worst scene ever. He's like, oh, he just whined his machete back. Really, dude? Yeah,
Yeah.
just think about what you just fucking said.
My favorite part of that movie is when it's over and everyone shuts the fuck up.
Credits. That's
Yeah,
what the good
the
part.
credits.
Yeah.
when it's over and everyone in the movie shuts the fuck up.
Especially when the credits go up and they're like, okay, now you can wake up. You can wake
Yeah.
up. Now you can
When
wake
when
up.
it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it so much. It's so dumb.
Here, we'll
Just-
refund your beans. No.
Just to show you my Tumblr that my godson got me for my birthday. It says
It's Friends, the TV
it's
show.
Friends, the TV show, but
I
it has
know.
all the horror movie icons on it.
It's got Chandler and Monica, Joey, Ross,
Now, which person would
Rachel,
be Chandler?
Phoebe.
Which one would be
Janice.
Who's gonna be Chandler? Who's gonna be Ross? Who's gonna be Phoebe? Yeah,
Ooh, that would be
think-
hard.
I think Phoebe would be Chucky.
Nah, Chucky's totally Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I could figure Chucky going pivot. Yeah.
but in his small toy voice.
Yeah. Pivot.
Oh,
Oh shit! I'm putting child play twice. But I
man.
had a shirt. Well, I'm not wearing it now, but I had a shirt where it had every horror icon, but
That's
as
awesome.
a rapper.
Oh, nice.
So it was like Suge Knight, or not Suge Knight, like Biggie and Tupac and some other ones. But you had Michael Myers wearing a gold chain. You had the newer It.
Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise, but like the newer one.
Oh yeah,
Like
the good
in
one.
the corner, and then you had Pinhead from Hellraiser, and yeah. So, but
what's your favorite horror movie?
You
I was
mean?
gonna
Hold on.
see-
You mean what's your favorite scary movie?
and it's not Scream for some fucking reason. Yeah, it's not.
That's mine.
Yeah, to each its own. It's like but I'm like, okay, serial killer dressed like whatever. I'm like, okay, it could. Now I'm thinking, and this is my thought about it, that it is a cult. The whole franchise is a cult. Like Ghostface
Okay.
is
Yeah.
kind of like a cult. Like you got the one guy. Look, now figure this: like you got the one guy or two guys in the first movie. They're
Mhm.
dressed up like Ghostface, whatever.
Mhm.
They
Billy and
both die.
Stu. Yeah.
Then you go to the next one. Here's Ghostface again. Goes on and how they know about everything else. Then they go to the next one. Here's the Ghostface again, but the other guy died in the second one. They just go
Yeah.
on. There's another Ghostface. So, but I think Dewey might be the ringleader to the cult and all that. They would never figure Dewey being some kind of cult leader.
Have you seen the new one?
Not really, no. But I'm
haven't
just
seen it? Okay.
speculating.
No. Okay.
Okay, then I'm not gonna tell
So
you
what's
anything.
what's your favorite?
Hellraiser.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Anything that we're skin is peeling off and
Okay.
it's it gives you like that whole mystique of, like the other outworld
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. It's like you never know, to come right through a rift, all because of a cube.
Yeah. A Rubik's cube.
Which I think
Puzzle box.
I think I had the puzzle box somewhere.
Would you
Not
say the
the-
Tesseract?
The puzzle box.
Oh, I thought you said the Tesseract.
No.
Yeah.
Come on,
well-
Mike. She's right next to you, and even I heard her say puzzle box.
Thank you. Thank
Oh, it's the
I have very
headphones.
dense
That's
headphones.
what it is. It's the headphones, people.
you.
Yeah.
My
Again,
headphones
It's
are really loud.
equipment
Again,
malfunction.
I heard her in my headphones.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
don't have
Caleb.
your.
Thank you.
We're having equipment malfunction.
Uh-huh.
I blame it.
Your ears are malfunctioning.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a mixture of like every kind of like horror movie that I like.
It
It's
just
like,
depends on the genre or the.
Yeah, it just-
I get you. I
Yeah,
get
it's like Friday the 13th. I like watching the whole thing. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's so cheesy." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's what it was back in the time of it."
you. Right. It
if
was
they
scary.
made another one, like after the suing and back and forth court stuff going on with Friday the 13th, if they made a new one, then I could say I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but as long as it's not gonna be like a repeat, not repeat,
Right.
a redo kind of thing,
A
or a
reboot, remake, or whatever.
yeah, or something. I mean,
Well,
they
the
did the
They did do the remake with Jared Padalecki.
yeah.
Oh, in
That one was
2009.
really good.
I
though.
love
I
it.
really
No,
liked
that one I was surprisingly I liked it because you never seen like Jason run. Well, you did like in the second or third one.
It was more of a power walk kind of thing.
It's like those
Yeah.
little old ladies at the mall.
Yeah, like the Black Friday shopper,
It's like
but
get
with
away,
muscles.
get over here.
I would probably say mine would be Michael Myers and Leatherface. So the original 78 Halloween is my favorite, and then also 74 Texas Chainsaw Massacre
73.
or 73. Sorry,
So what do you think about this?
garbage, trash, garbage.
Oh, the new
The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes, thank
Fucking
you.
Utter
stupid.
garbage, wasted time of my life. Like
I know.
no. Mm-mm.
It's an hour and a half that's never coming back.
Nope. Nothing was good in it at all. The writing, the acting, the kills were
bust.
trash. The everything was
A
trash.
bust.
I felt offended that it was released on my birthday. Like I
As you
I was
should,
like
Mike, as you should.
I was so like, oh my god, it's my birthday and there's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that's on Netflix. Fuck yes. And then I watch it, I'm like, fuck no.
What is this? What am I watching?
I don't even
Gunner
want
could have done a better movie.
I don't even want
And
to
this is
birthday
like the best
anymore.
scene ever. This is the best scene ever. Hey, what's going on?
You're about to be canceled, bro.
Oh, hey, we're on Instagram.
So what's worse? Is it you're about to be canceled, bro, or is it do your thing, cuz?
Both are cringy, but I
Well-
would have to say you're about to be canceled,
I,
bro.
I think do your thing, cuz is way worse.
At least do your thing, cuz that movie was
Dumb.
No, I'm not as dumb as this one.
That's
At least that one had like the backstory, the plot, like that kind of twisted into the first
there
one.
was structure to it.
Oh, this one was just, hey, let's just throw together a movie. I'm gonna vomit on some paper.
Hey.
Here's your script.
Here's a used Corey Taylor mask.
Oh,
Wear that.
boo, yeah.
Technically, it did look like a Corey Taylor,
It was fucking
Yeah,
dumb.
it was awful.
especially the woman's face. I'm like, really? We can get that
Fished out of
face?
garbage.
That movie is fished out of garbage.
No, it's the garbage water.
The only one scene that is somewhat okay is like at the end. Well, the ending was like so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But they grabs the girl out of the thing and then they literally chop the head off. I'm like, okay, that was a good one. I like that part. That was it.
I was glad that she died.
But yeah, but it's like, okay, we got the Tesla, and let's put on an autopilot. Well,
Right.
there's a serial killer, can run.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they're like, no. I'm like, really? It's like I'm watching Nightbreed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I love Nightbreed. I love the movie Nightbreed. I love watching that one.
It's a
It's
fun
just-
one.
It's a fun one,
It's
like-
a campy 80s, but it's funny. It's pretty good.
just
It's
call
like
me-
it's a guilty pleasure.
yeah, just call me nostalgia. I'm a nostalgic kind
Pleasure.
of person.
Yeah.
But so what's going on with Happy Hour podcast. Well, actually, let's talk about that. Your son of 8 years old
Yes.
is gonna have his own podcast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be produced by us, so it'll be like a sub podcast off of
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah, like a spinoff. It's only gonna each episode's only gonna be like 10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes long.
Because after that he tends to get bored.
Yep.
But like that first 10 minutes, he's like
Gung ho
he's
about everything.
all in.
We're gonna try and have like our friends on as guests and
Yeah.
like my little brother, his uncle, come on and talk and see if we can't get him to talk about movies or whatever he wants to.
I talked to B Word and Jake from Bleach Bros podcast, and they're gonna help him out with it. And
do like a Superman or a superhero kind of episode.
Gunnar said he wants to, when they come on, he wants to talk about Batman
Nice.
because he knows Jake likes Batman.
Yeah.
Jason and Lisa from the Designated Quizzers
They're
podcast.
gonna put together some quizzes. They're gonna put
They're gonna get some quizzes together.
Give me that. You don't need to be drinking anymore. Give me
It's
that.
tea, I swear.
Is it twisted tea?
No, I don't like
Gee,
it.
sure.
It's
That's
Caleb.
what they all say.
it's a little twisted.
Here, you want to try it to
Not
make sure?
really.
I promise.
I don't want alcohol
Sudafed
today.
tea.
There is no alcohol in there. I swear.
Again, just what you want us
Gabby,
to believe.
Gabby, why are you whispering though?
It's all smoke and mirrors.
In outer space.
I can't have alcohol while I'm taking these meds. But no, anyway, so yeah, Gunner's gonna have a couple of guests and just shoot the poop.
Yeah.
Shoot the poop. No, don't,
Yeah.
don't shoot the deputy. No. No, but I would listen to that, no problem. Even though it was 10 minutes, I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, the son is going to be on a podcast. It's
Yeah,
like
his
with
own.
them is like, I think on his own.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
branching out.
He wanted to call it the Legendary Gunner podcast. So
Nice. I was wondering what the name was going to be. Yeah, I was like,
well,
He named it. He had all day Monday.
yeah.
He had all day Monday at school to think about it.
No, Wednesday, because we
Was it
recorded
Wednesday?
with
Oh, we did
Tallboy
Tuesday.
on Tuesday. And
That's
then,
right. That's right.
And then he goes, "Can I record an episode?" So we're like, "Yeah, sure. We'll leave everything on. Go ahead and say what you want." And he started like talking about
Among
Fortnite,
Us,
Among Us, Sonic the Hedgehog,
Roblox.
yeah, Roblox.
Yeah.
And
a
then
bunch of stuff.
when it was done, he goes, "I want my own podcast." And we were like, "Well, come up with a name and let us know, and we'll throw it out."
And he jumped
so-
in the car when you picked him up from school on Wednesday.
Yeah. When I picked him up, I said, "So do you know what you want to call your podcast?" He goes, first he said, "I want to call it the Gunner is the master of the whole planet and the universe podcast." I'm like, "Dude, that feels a bit excessive. Let's dial it down a little bit." He goes, "What about?"
Yeah, because I'm the master of all universe.
Because you're literally in the universe.
I'm back in space.
You are back. in
Well,
school.
back to space.
And then he goes, "Well, what about if I call it the Gunner is a legend of everything?" And I'm like, "Dude, let's
come down a little
like
bit more.
no." He goes,
You're still hanging at about an 8. We need you down at about a 5.
Let's dial it back a little bit." The legendary Gunner. And I'm like, "How about the legendary Gunner podcast?" He goes, "Yeah, that's it. I want to call it that." So I made him his artwork, and then I showed it to him for the seal of approval, and he goes, "Yeah, I like that." So I'm like, "All right, well, there it is." So
That's
we're
good
throwing it
out.
out. Yeah. And his first episode is going to drop on Wednesday
Nice.
night.
See, folks,
Yeah.
it's not just for everybody. You can just, well, it could be for everybody. It's everybody, but it can be for kids as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure. It's a
I mean,
little
you'd
kids
be-
corner thing.
It's the first one, probably. I
Yeah.
never heard of like an 8-year-old kid to have a podcast.
No.
Probably out there. You just have to search for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But
But,
it's-
you do that, then you gotta think, oh, pedophile.
No.
Yeah.
True.
But if I guess like in like everyone that we're familiar with,
Yeah.
he's like kind of pioneering it. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's cool. Steal our thunder, whatever.
Hell,
So I'll cancel your damn show.
hell, I'm
I
not
like
even
we
being
need
a
it.
guest.
Gosh.
It's
I
not like
wouldn't mind being a guest. I just go on,
Sure.
shoot. Hey, I know a lot about like cartoons and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know about these cartoons nowadays, but
Oh, yeah.
the older ones, I'm like, yes, but the newer ones, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Exactly.
He's got a vast interest as far as cartoons go. Like he likes the ones that are out now, but he also likes the ones that we grew up watching.
His favorite
Alright.
right is Donald Duck, the old
Yeah.
Donald Duck cartoons.
Oh yeah. Hell, he likes to watch, was it Steamboat Willie
Yeah.
on Disney Plus, and that's almost 100 years old.
Yeah.
That's because he has an obsession with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he's obsessed with Mickey Mouse. That is his thing. Mickey
I mean,
Mouse
I've
and
been
Sonic
watching,
the Hedgehog.
what was it? I was watching a Tubi, and they got like a whole bunch of like old style different cartoons, like the Laugh Olympics,
Yeah.
Silverhawks,
Oh,
Thundercats,
yeah. He-Man
like-
and Masters of the Universe.
yeah. But that one is like my favorite as it is. Masters of the
Yeah.
Universe was like that cartoon I grew up with. Then they're
Mhm.
like, oh, we're gonna remake it. I'm like, don't fucking do it. No, I'm not watching it. Fuck it.
I liked the early 90s, late 80s, the Ninja Turtles cartoon
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and
no,
the
that one I like.
Batman the animated series. Those were my two favorites.
Even Batman Beyond, when it came out, I was like, all right, you see how the future would be. That one I like, it's like original. So what's going on with actually your podcast, any new stuff coming around? Any
Actually,
Actually,
we have kind of a little thing in August coming up where we're going to break the world record for the longest podcast episode.
Is that gonna be
37
on-
plus hours.
Is that going to be on August 18th? Because that's my birthday. So
The 26th.
26.
okay,
It's actually going to be
We're gonna do
right
it
before
in-
right before Caleb's birthday.
Yes, indeed.
Gail was a August baby, like the squid.
Barely.
I was just about to say
Said-
barely.
barely.
I thought he said apparently.
He's getting close to the September part.
Oh, pretty damn close.
Missed it by a couple of hours.
Some would say.
But yeah, no, we're doing the we're going to break the world's record longest running podcast. The holder right now is 36 hours. We're gonna do 37 or more. And that's a long time to stay awake.
We're
Yeah.
gonna hate each other by the end of it.
Oh, absolutely. But we're also going to be on camera, so there's no murders going to take place.
And Michaela and Sierra will be here, so that we'll have witnesses.
And
have-
they're gonna hate us at the end of it.
we're gonna make them wear referee shirts just in case a fight does break out.
And get we call it the wrestling bell going ding ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what is-
WrestleMania is this weekend, but the next one's gonna be in August with the three of us.
Yeah, I know it's this weekend. It's like no, not right now. I think they had it already, but I think tomorrow's the second round. The
Something
second
like
day.
that.
Yeah, the second day. I haven't.
Yeah.
Are you like wrestling fans or
She's
I'm
not,
not.
I used to be. I think Caleb used to be as well, but back in the day. But lately now, no. I like the older stuff, like Attitude Era and back.
yeah. I mean, I watch it whenever I get a chance. Now with the AEW around, I'm like, all right, it's getting a little bit better. I've never got a chance because of the whole was just the timing, for me.
Yeah.
And plus, cable, it's like always costing a lot of fucking money.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. So we try to do the whole what the hell is it called?
All the streamings.
Yeah, you do the streaming platforms and all that, and that's all you do. You just pay for that and a little bit of the cable. You're not doing like, oh, I'm gonna watch channel 17 or channel
Right.
715.
Actually,
Yeah.
fun fact: Saturday night for WrestleMania just started about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, shit.
And you can stream it on Peacock.
Yeah.
You can do it right now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you're not hooked up to the Bluetooth, are you?
No.
Okay.
So, which
So-
means, yeah, he is.
I'm gonna play WrestleMania for the rest of this episode.
The world record will be a YouTube exclusive, and we will be going live on our Facebook. We will have some guests come and go that we've asked to be on to kind of keep us awake and keep us moving. We've got a musical guest, one of our dear friends, Mike Mullins, coming in. We're probably going to kick it off with Gunner to open the show
Okay.
during it.
He's up here right now.
He is up here right now.
He's right there.
Gunner the man. What's going on, buddy?
Good.
Do you want to tell him about your podcast?
Yeah, you want to say something about your
Yeah,
podcast?
you want to
real
plug
quick?
it? Plug away.
Yeah, you gotta get in there. Get in here.
Yeah.
I could have given him mine.
Folks, this is Gunner.
Say what's up, everybody.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Gunner. How are
Hey,
you?
Good.
That's good.
All right, tell them about your new podcast coming out. What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast name is the Legendary Gunner Podcast.
Yeah.
And,
Cool,
and what are you
neat,
going to
neat,
talk
neat.
about?
What are you going to talk about?
I'm gonna talk about Batman
And Sonic
and Sonic.
And
Awesome.
Minecraft.
and Minecraft, right?
Yeah, and Pokemon.
I heard something about Fortnite as well, huh?
You want to talk about Fortnite too?
And Roblox.
Okay.
See, and that's how long an episode will last.
Literally,
And-
that's how long
And
it
there goes Gunner.
They're all trailers.
And he has the, we call it the goodbye thing going. See ya. Adios.
He does. He does.
All you need now is like the sound effects going pew, you know.
Yes. Yeah. The old cartoon. Looney
Yeah.
Tunes.
Ba-deep, that's all, folks.
Yeah. Well,
You kicked me. It's okay.
I kicked my tea also.
Okay.
So what is your favorite thing to do, like either home or going out? I mean, do you guys ever, I'm not saying ever go out, but I mean, do you guys go out anymore? But I mean, with the whole COVID thing, I know that
Yeah.
I think you guys had COVID at one point.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
try to
Well,
go do stuff.
we
when we
got-
can.
I tested positive for COVID, but I never really had it. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to go out and karaoke
Yeah.
and hang out at bars and shoot pool and sing.
Yeah. Pool. There you go. Karaoke. For me, I do a gutter roll kind of thing because my friend is like in a band.
Yeah.
And then he usually like we'll start drinking and he'll start playing and then he goes, "Hey, come on, get up here. I need a chorus." And I'm like, and the name of the song is called Bastard. So I'm
Nice.
like, doing that whole like deep heavy metal thing, which from Kentucky, I don't know if you're we call it like huge metal fans or
I am.
Oh, we both are.
Yep.
what is your genre of like bands and all that?
I mean, there's way too many to name.
Like if you had to go in your car or just like if you need to play some kind of band, what's the band that
A
automatically
go-to band.
yeah, that goes on there, automatically.
I actually like I like Lamb of God. I like Kitty, Old OTEP. I like
Nice.
Children of Bodom. I like Ghost. I like I'm gonna say their name wrong. Eluvt, Eluviet,
Eluvati.
Eluvt.
I never heard of them. No,
I'll
everybody else I've
send
heard.
you. I'll send you because they're like a Norse folk metal,
Okay.
I think they're from Sweden.
something like that.
Yeah.
But they're fantastic.
Northern Europe. Northern Europe.
But those would I mean I have a random list. I don't have an absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, here I'm going to throw one towards you. We call it since you went with the Norse band.
Uh-huh.
Try Amon Amarth
I
Oh,
like Amon Amarth.
Love
Yeah.
them so
Yeah,
much.
they're good.
because that's
Gunnar
the
used to love
band-
Amon Amarth when he was a toddler.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
we could. Amon Amarth is like if you want a circle headbang, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's a band to watch doing a circle headbang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get dizzy here and there. Ding, ding. I used to have the hair. Now I'm just trying to do the mohawk.
There you go.
I'm starting it, but it's kind of crooked. I think.
It's okay.
Wear it with pride, man. Wear it with pride.
Oh no, I do. But we call my friend like my friend at work is like, I think you're crooked. I'm like to the left, and he goes, no, not that way. No, you're on your hair, on your hair. I'm like, oh, sorry. I don't know why I went there, but anyway, ratings. No.
How about you?
I've always been into like the 80s hair metal scene.
Metallica's your favorite though.
That is my favorite band, but I like Rat, I like Motley Crue, Wasp, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden.
Oh my
All
God, you
those
guys
guys.
are like, I'm gonna move to Kentucky. Okay.
We don't
And
have a
actually-
really good local scene, but we
I,
still
I,
want to hang
I
out.
tell you one thing, because me and my girlfriend were talking about it, and it's like if we're gonna retire, which she might retire in a couple of years, and then when I go and retire, we're gonna retire to Kentucky, and that's the God honest truth. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, if you like musky jungle summers, then Kentucky is the
Sauna.
place for you.
all right, hey, no
Summertime
problem.
here sucks.
And especially
Yeah.
when you got Christmas going, sweaty balls,
Yep.
balls.
It's usually about 70 degrees on Christmas around here.
It has been the past couple of years, which is weird.
See, that's what I
But
like. I don't ask.
Winter here does get pretty
Pretty
crisp.
chilly. Yeah.
We've had temperatures in the like deep negatives, before,
Yeah.
and we get a pretty good amount of snow.
If you do decide to move to Kentucky, though, I will give you one word of advice. Start your allergy medicines now to get them in your system and
Yeah.
don't stop. I've actually known 2 people to move away from Kentucky and they've never had to take allergy medicine again in their life.
Yeah.
So
It sucks here. The pollen seasons us like fried chicken breasts and thighs and legs and shit. It's
I-
ridiculous.
I've lived here my entire life, never had allergies until I had Gunner. And then
Yeah.
boom, every year I get hit twice a year with it.
Yep.
Yes. Now I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe I should wear a mask.
No,
Emer-
just
I'm-
take your allergy medicine and you'll be all right.
we use emergency to make cocktails down here.
Yeah, emergency is
I might have to go back into the cocktails because I don't drink
And-
anymore, but I might have to go back into it.
What is it? Emergency, and what's the other one? Airborne
airborne, emergency, and Benadryl.
and
Yeah.
Benadryl. Yeah, that's our they sell those at bars.
Instead of the cigarettes and the condoms in the bathroom, it's the Benadryls in there too.
It
Yeah,
is.
Benadryl, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Flonase, Sudafed. It's
Well,
like
maybe
you just walk into
Mayonnaise.
Walgreens. You just walk into a Walgreens or a CVS.
Yeah, you just walk in anywhere, it doesn't matter. It's like, hey, you have any Sudafed? Like, sorry, this is Domino's. So you don't have Sudafed?
So that's a no.
I thought you have it in your. No, I'm not gonna say that because I need to have sponsors.
Start product placement everywhere.
Yeah, I found out from Ebony yesterday. She gave me some sound advice about looking for sponsors.
Yeah.
Just email
Mhm.
them. Don't tag them like say on Twitter or whatever, because they're gonna see that like, oh, you're just tagging because you need sponsors.
Yeah.
If you're really fucking serious, do the email. So I did that with Dunkin'. I did that today. I did that with Dunkin' Donuts, and what was the other one? There's a horror movie company called Full Moon Features,
Mhm.
I've
which
heard of
has
them.
like demonic toys, Puppet Master, the Gingerbread Man,
Yeah.
scanners, the whole 9 thing, and it's like some good one, Killjoy, and it's like B movies, but it's really good. They're original stuff, and I've been saying this for a couple of years now that Hollywood has no
Original ideas? Mm-mm. No, they do not.
No.
That's why we like Bloomhouse so much.
Yeah.
Bloomhouse is one of our favorites.
Yeah. Bloomhouse and Ghost House.
Ghost House. Those two have put out some fucking fantastic films.
Oh yeah.
What's the other one? Wicked? No, was it Wicked? Something with
Twi-
the barbed wire.
Twisted.
Twisted Pictures or Twisted Images.
Pictures, I think.
It might be Pictures. Yeah, they're the ones that did Saw, the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Saw. Oh God, I wish for another Saw movie. Yeah,
There's supposed to be a new one
Another one.
coming out.
Nope.
I'll watch it. No problem.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like the final one though. Like after that, they're going to call it quits. But yeah, I think that's it. After
See,
that.
now that
We keep thinking that,
and then the
yet
remakes happen.
we keep getting them.
Yeah, and then the remakes start to.
There's
flow
always
in.
a little plot hole somewhere in one of the movies that they take and spin it off and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
What
well,
the
like
twist?
Spiral, like that Spiral with the Will Smith Target guy.
The Chris Rock.
Yeah, what about that whole thing? I
Oh,
thought that was
Lord.
a shenanigan.
I don't
It's hard
think
to
it
say.
I don't think it was, honestly, now that Will is stepping down from the academy.
Yeah.
He stepped down and everybody was in an uproar. They're like, you have to stop. Like, you gotta not do this. I don't think he would have thrown away everything for that.
Because
he got his Oscar.
He
can
did.
leave the academy.
Well, they're telling him to return it now
yeah, that's
and give
what I
it to the
heard.
second
Yeah.
place.
But then you have other like celebrities are like discussing it on The View. You know, like, oh well, you know, they want the things like, no, that he earned that. I'm like, yeah, but they don't do they don't take to, like, you know, people going on stage and slapping the shit out of somebody on air.
Right.
You know, I don't care if you want ratings or not. You
Yeah.
know, it's like that's uncalled for anybody to do. You know,
Exactly.
you're gonna do it, you do it like behind the scenes, or go, you know, like when it's
Take
all,
it out back like a normal person does at a bar.
yeah,
Exactly.
just take, you know, like, listen, I'll meet you outside, you know. But the way you look at it, you know, he does the joke, and then Jada goes and rolls the eyes like, oh Jesus, and Will Smith is laughing up a storm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, he's
He was laughing. Yep.
and then
and then
she
he
just
looks
gave him
over
that
and it-
look like,
Yep.
finish him, you know. Like,
Yep.
fuck, you know. But
I don't know. It could have been a setup too.
It
It
could have been a
setup.
setup, but
Could have
then
been all of
now
it. Do you ever know the truth in Hollywood?
Nope.
they always play it off, so
They do.
yeah. But it is what it is about that time for it. But he's probably gonna come out with another film or something like out of nowhere for like maybe a year. He'll probably be gone for like a year.
And then come back. Yeah.
Yeah,
More than
you know.
likely.
It's gonna be like, you know, like every like rock band kind of thing. Hey, the farewell tour, and then a year later, we got no album out. Like,
Yep.
Well, yeah, you know, he's got to go to Philadelphia
yeah,
and
yeah.
live with his aunt and uncle for a bit. Oh, Bel Air, not Philadelphia.
He came from
He
Philadelphia.
came from
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Oh, y'all
Born and
knew where I
raised.
was going, guys. I'm in
We got
space.
you. We rolled with it.
I'm in
with
space. I'm in space. So you know,
It. You lost sense of direction. You're good. We got you.
it happens up here in space.
But we want to see if I can be able to switch my shit around too. Oh yeah, no, I forgot I can do that. There you go. So just do the background. Okay. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, so we got the whole eerie background.
I like the eerie background.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I did it again.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did it again. I look behind me when I know it's not fucking there. Hand me the Sudafed.
I'm the one who should be saying that.
Yeah, I know, but you know, it's like I'm looking behind me like do, you know, like son of a bitch. But yeah, we caught. So we had you ever had any kind of like spectral I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, you come across anything that's like ghostly?
Often.
Oh yeah.
Especially for Kentucky. Kentucky can be somewhat like a spooky
Well,
state.
We have-
live
we have-
literally
yeah.
10 minutes, maybe 15 from Waverly Hills
Yeah.
Sanitarium.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of-
I live like more like a half hour away.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Waverly Hills Sanitarium?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
The
there.
It's like-
second most haunted place in America.
Because when you watch like Ghost Hunters and
Yep.
Ghost Adventures or whatever the fuck it
Yep.
is.
They've been here.
Yeah.
I've met Taps before.
Yeah.
Um,
Perhaps I like, you know, the other one, I don't know, because they're like a little over.
yeah, with Zach Baggins. And
Yeah.
that pussy.
It's like, this is
Um,
us. We're here. And I'm like, are you promoting wrestling? You know,
the
we're-
we've been to Waverly once. That was a definite experience. We've had some sort of being in every location that we've lived at.
Even here.
Yep. Even where we're at now. We have like a little trickster. He's probably 21, 22 years old. Likes to play games and play pranks on Gunner. He hasn't here recently, but he used to when we moved in.
Yeah. Nothing's
ver-
happened in a long time.
you probably got them all like, you know, fluctuated, you know, and like, all right, I gotta go.
Yep. I hope so, because he was rude.
Yeah. Yeah, very.
Like what? Like, the whole silverware stuff going flying out, or
No, more along the lines of him throwing his voice to sound like Gunner's voice at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because you got sick. You were sick, and you
No,
fell
I
asleep on
couldn't
the
fall
couch.
asleep. I couldn't fall asleep. It took me forever. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying on the couch, and across from our living room is our bathroom. So I'm laying on the couch, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hi, mommy," but I didn't hear footsteps. So I get up, and I get up and I walk to the hallway, and I look into the bedroom where Mike and Gunner are sound asleep,
Huh.
dead asleep. And I'm like, how did Gunner get from the hallway to the bedroom in like less than 5 seconds? Like, that's not possible. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna crawl back into bed and go back to sleep. This is a little creepy.
yeah. That's crazy. I think I had a couple this one I told a fellow podcaster that does like ghost stuff.
Mhm.
And you've probably seen Life Paranormal with V.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, I had this one thing where I bought a new car. Now at this time my wife passed away, like maybe within that year. And it was like 2013, so like around there. And I got a new car, and because I keep on getting used ones, and I'm like, let me just try to get a new car, and that should be it.
Mhm.
So I go and drive. Now, and obviously with having Gunner,
Mhm.
you're driving automatic. And as us as a kid, we go and sit in there, and mom and dad's driving or whatever, and and you put your knees up on the back of the seat just to keep
Yep.
comfortable and everything else. But it's uncomfortable for dad.
It is.
It's like, what the
Yep.
fuck, you asshole! I'm gonna come back there and
Yep.
and whoop your asses. Well, anyway, so I'm driving a new car, and there's nobody in the car, just me. And I'm like, da, da, da. All of a sudden I feel that knees in the back,
Whoa. And no one else is in the car with you.
nobody else is not in the car. And I'm
Nice.
like, I'm looking like in the rearview mirror, like you would see like in a horror movie, you're like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? And then you see someone going,
Mhm.
but then all of a sudden I didn't see anything. I look back, and I'm like, the fuck is that? I'm like, holy shit. And it wasn't like, and it doesn't have electric seats, it doesn't have heated seats.
Mhm.
So it didn't have that motion or anything. It just had the motion
Right.
of somebody's knees like grinding into my back.
Oh man.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, and then I was like hanging out with this girl, and we had relations,
Mhm.
and she didn't tell me, but my friend's fiance, she told me, because they were like close friends. And they were, she went up to him and was like, I was sleeping, and I heard a woman's voice saying, "Get out."
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, which I didn't think that she was crazy, because I smelled like perfume all the time. So, and I
Yeah.
don't wear, obviously I don't wear perfume. I wear,
Of course.
cologne once in a while, but I'll be like, I'm like, all right, that perfume smells familiar. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I have my little weirdness as it is too. So, but yeah, with that story that you had, kind of like, it's more
Oh
like
yeah.
paranormal activity kind of feel.
Yeah. We had one time at one of our the first house we moved into together, we were renting. We had these huge old oak wooden doors that were probably 4 inches thick.
Yeah.
And you could, late at night, you would hear the doors open and close. We thought it was the cat after the first time, but when it kept opening and closing continuously, it was like, that's definitely not the cat, because the cat doesn't have thumbs to open the door again. Yeah,
Shit.
this isn't cool. Yeah, the ghost would rearrange Mike's shoes. He'd kick them off like underneath the coffee table in the living room, and we wake up the next morning and they'd be right in front of the front door.
Huh.
Very, very strange things at that house.
Yeah, that's like because like I said, me and the missus were gonna have like a house soon, like in September-ish, I think. And so we're like, and I wasn't being like one of those skeptics and all that, but I'm like, listen, just safe side, it is a mobile home. Maybe we can put do like sage or some shit.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
absolutely in September open all the windows. I would sage the crap out of it
Yeah.
and just tell it, if there's any negative spirits, you need to go ahead and leave right now, please.
Yeah. Because you never know. Because there was one place
No.
that we looked at and somebody died like there, and then I was like, but
lovely.
we love the place, but then it was like a little bit too much for us to get,
Yeah.
because like money wise, and I was like, I really like this fucking place, but oh well, all right, yeah. So we're looking for something lower. Yeah, but as it is, we go. That's what we're gonna do. And all I care about is a podcast room. That's it.
There you go.
It's like
Got your own podcast room.
She wants the kitchen and somewhere she put flowers. I want my podcast room. That's it. It's all good. Yeah.
There you go.
And if I find
That's all you need.
And if I find my shoes somewhere, I don't care. As long as it moved to somewhere. If I don't
Somewhere that I can find them.
Yeah, exactly. If I find it like near the door, okay, cool. I can put my shoes on out the door. Yeah. But I don't want to find them on the telephone pole somewhere. It's like the Bloods and Crips were here. Yeah.
Under the sink in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
Oh crap. It's
No.
not where they belong.
You open up the washer and dryer. What the fuck is a head doing in here? Yeah. Like, son of a bitch. I'm like, honey, it's the mailman. No. But yeah, we call it I'm just seeing what's going on there. Oh, no, nothing there. But so I know you had guests like Quizzers and Bleach Run. I know Quizzers I had already. Their episode's gonna be probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they record in advance.
Yeah, no, yeah, because I was doing mine. I got like a stockpile of like probably like 15 episodes that
Nice.
have not been in the light of day yet. So like
It's always good to have some in your back pocket for a rainy day.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's why I try shooting. I'm like, what is it called? Everybody usually goes and does something like spur of the moment. Me, I plan shit out. So I like to be ahead of the game as it is. So I'm kind of like a month and a half probably ahead. So yeah.
Well,
So,
we've had Dads on Dayquil.
Yeah.
We've had
Gnome is a
drinks and things. We've had
Whiskey Hell.
Hell. I'm trying to go back to
Tall
my
Boy
list.
Radio.
Tall Boy.
Pub Time
Pub Time.
twice.
Oh, so you had somebody like on twice. I had to say it. I had to say it. He was on twice, Aaron.
Mhm.
And
Well, you had Pub Time when Caleb and I were working the haunted house.
Yeah.
And then we had him on again when the haunted house was over. So.
Yeah. It was fun. Those guys are a lot of fun to have on.
Mhm.
yeah, it's like it's
Oh.
always good to have the guests on, So
I can't think of any more off the top of my head right now.
yeah, I think I
Sudafed
had
is kicking in.
I had what's it, Geek Hops, Shoot the Flick. I'm not saying I'm drawing a blank. It's like there's like a whole bunch, and it's just
Oh
like
yeah.
stressed, depressed, and anxious, sudden but inevitable. I was gonna say Panic at the Disco, but that's a fucking band.
It is.
What was it?
I just love the indie podcast community because it's like everybody like crosses over and then you talk about the ones that you've had on and it's just kind of like a little mingly.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
I love the fact that when you go and put an episode out and they just retweet it,
Oh yeah.
and it's awesome how they do that. So it's like a reaction, like, okay, there's a ghost in the room.
No, I'm pretty sure one of the dogs just farted.
Yeah. It got
She's-
sweaty in here.
She's
and it smells
laying
weird.
under the table and she's about 110 pounds and she likes to fart. So I'm pretty sure yep.
Caleb can vouch for that.
Oh God,
They both like to fart.
that's true. But oh man, Brienne's is wicked.
Oh, she's a deadly bitch.
Oh,
Well, that's because she's a moose. You all have a moose living with you.
we
You
do.
have to deal with the moose farts.
I didn't know you guys are from Canada. What the fuck?
We went to Canada and stole a moose.
We stole the moose and put them in the car, and then we got a squirrel as well.
She's a South African Mastiff.
Oh, jeez, oh, God bless you that you can.
She can rip with the best of them, I tell you.
Yeah.
And she doesn't need Taco Bell to do it. She
No.
just does it on her own free will.
That was a silent one and a deadly one.
Like
I can even smell it. My nose is all fucked up.
it'll help you clear it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Sinuses, what sinuses? They're burnt out now.
Like I can breathe. Oh,
I don't want to breathe.
Yeah.
it'd be like Spaceballs. Air. But not that kind of air.
Yeah.
No. Oh man, I remember I had a dog once, and she was like a Heinz 57, like a mix.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I actually have like the tattoo, but I don't know if you can see. Like I said,
Oh, yep.
Yep, there it is.
yeah. So it's like a family member, so I put it on my arm, and
Yeah.
Of course.
and name was Kalua.
Good
So, and every time she would go and fart, she'd be like, and all of a sudden she would just look at me like, I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
I'm like, son of a bitch. And all of a sudden my wife was like, was that you? I'm like, no, it was her. Yeah, I can literally go and blame her now, 'cause
Right.
it was actually, there was a thing, and it wasn't a farting thing. This one is like really kind of funny for me, because I was working 3 to 11, and I did like 2 hours overtime. My wife at the time was working overnights, and I get home, and we had like, the family, her family was still at the house. So we were living above the house. I get home, and all of a sudden after, my wife was more of she liked she loved all animals. So she wanted to be like a ranger.
Yeah.
And she had these frog calling tapes and all that, and all the animal stuff. And I come home, I see one of those tapes, and if folks, if you're just listening and you're new to the world, there's a thing called tapes.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a thing you put,
fuck yeah.
you put your pencil in there, you just rewind it, and then you listen to it on a tape deck. And well, anyway, back to this thing. So all of a sudden I see this broken tape case like on the couch, and I'm like, what the fuck did you do? And then I hid the evidence in the garbage. Like literally took the garbage, put it underneath strategically, and so that way the missus won't get mad, and
Yeah.
death, So she comes home, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm having a beer or two, and she's laying on the couch. All of a sudden, she's like, "Oh, how was your day?" I'm like, work is work, just watching a movie, horror movie. All of a sudden, go over there. She's like walking over, puts the bag on the bed, and she's like, "Hey, isn't this your tape, Slayer?" I'm like, "Oh, you fucking bitch!" And I'm like, "I protected you." And you've done this to me. And all of a sudden she goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I followed your frog calling tapes."
Yeah.
And then I kind of hid the end. She goes, "Okay, hold on, wait a minute. You were hiding evidence from me because of your dog." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're yelling at him every fucking day." And she wanders over to my side of the bed, like in disappointment, like, what did I do now? Like like you have to go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Or even you hear the footsteps coming up the stairs. You hear the banshee scream from downstairs. It's like, "Get the fuck in here!" And all this, and I'm like, "Oh no, that's only one dog that I know that can get that banshee yelled at." And then all of a sudden, after you hear. Like, and then the door opens up a little bit, and she just gives you that sad, like, I fucked up, Dad, and I walked over. I'm like, so I felt bad. So I hid the evidence,
Oh,
and
there
I'm
you go.
like, listen, she
It's-
needs a day, of
Where
not
she's not in
yelling
trouble.
and
Yeah.
being depressed, and then we don't want to go and give her more Sudafed, you know. So, and folks, no, we don't get a dog Sudafed. I'm like, I was just
No, we
kidding.
give that to Tabby.
No, we're just kidding. We're making a joke because Tabby has the sniffles and she needs
I
some
do.
Sudafed.
I do.
So and then we have a gunner sighting, went right past.
Mhm.
He comes in and out sometimes, passing
and
through.
it wasn't a ghost. It wasn't a ghost
Yeah.
in everybody's shoes. Shit. If they switch my underwear, I don't know about that. I'll be glad if I could get haunted. I mean, I wouldn't mind the haunted house. I mean, I'm always hearing some strange shit anyway. So that's fine. If it's like something like that, okay, I can deal with that. But if it's gonna be something where it's gonna drag me, go through the fucking door, like Paranormal Activity,
Right.
and that's some scary shit. I don't scare easily, but that one kind of got me.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, Space. What is your favorite horror movie?
Mine is Trick or Treat.
Oh, that's a good one. And
Not the one with Ozzy and Gene Simmons. I mean the one from 2009
yeah,
with,
the
with Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah,
Sam.
that's my favorite. But my favorite franchise is the Scream franchise.
Yeah. No, that's good too. I like Scream. I mean, you see the first 2 or 3. I'm like, all right, cool. But I'll watch the next one once it comes out on TV. I don't know. I haven't really been to the movie theater yet, so trying to get that out there.
Scream 5. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, we're gonna watch that like one
It's
of these
on
days.
It's
Amazon.
Yeah. Well, if you have Paramount Plus, but
Paramount Plus.
but if you get Amazon Prime, I think Paramount Plus is included in that, so you could watch it for
Okay, I'll check
whatever
it
you're
out, see
paying.
what I can find. But
Do you have Amazon or Prime Video?
I got Prime Video. Yeah.
Yeah, go in there and look for Paramount Plus, and it should be in there.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
We ended up with it with no extra charge, so I'm like, fuck it, we have Paramount Plus now, and it's free.
And then because
Paramount Plus is not free with Amazon Prime
Oh.
subscription.
Okay.
I only
well,
know that because I googled is Paramount Plus free with Amazon Prime.
I guess. Well, we have my parents gave us their Prime Video
Login.
Yeah.
login, so I guess maybe they paid for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
If not, they did now.
Yeah, because we have it. We didn't subscribe to it or anything. It just kind of it's there.
It was there.
So we have it.
I swear to
somehow.
God. I swear to God, cops, it was there.
Yeah, I found it. It was there when I got here.
Including the shoes that are in the thing. All right, we're not talking about the shoes anymore. Okay. But so pretty much we're like kind of like at the end of it all. But my question, I got 2 questions actually.
All right,
Shoot.
fire away.
So Jigsaw,
Okay.
all right. Now we all know that everybody thinks Jigsaw kills. I
He
think he
does.
killed once. I think.
I don't think he did.
One time, yeah, he did.
One time he did. I think it was the orderly or something. I think when he was
When he was a patient,
the patient and all that. I think
brain
that's
cancer
when,
patient.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, other than that, no. He just was the puppet master with everyone else.
So yeah, it gives everybody. Cause that was my thing. My question is, do you think that he was a killer or one to give a choice to everybody, to get out of a certain jam of what he made?
Well, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it was absolutely a choice. It was, lose your hand or lose your life.
Yeah, but or the a pound of flesh.
Yep.
Which I could sit there and like watch like every god awful thing that can happen to a person and still sleep.
Yeah. But if
Yeah.
anything happens to an animal, I'm gonna come at you.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to, because I see somebody like even those commercials they have for like the animals. you know.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and it's like, oh, you know, they couldn't take care of the dog. I'm like, they don't get a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put him out there and tie him up to the tree like they want to do. I'm like, okay, you know, I'll tie you to the tree. See how you like it. But then my other question, who's gonna die first? Mick Jagger or Keith Richards?
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Keith Jagger. Keith Richards will never
Keith
die.
Jagger. That's from we call it they made the clone, so it's gonna be Mick Keith Jagger.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't do that.
So we got. Well, I'm just gonna put down for singular for all three of you instead. So I'll just go one. So
Absolutely.
right now it's gonna be 2-0. So Mick
Awesome.
Jagger has 2. Keith Richards has none. And I don't know if you heard the previous episode I had, like way before. I think before New Year's, I had a thing was like, oh, who's gonna die first? Betty White or Keith Richards?
Yep.
And we all know where that came from. So
Yep.
But-
I knew where that went.
yeah, that one went right into the gutter. You know,
That's all right.
I could have sworn that she was gonna reach up to that 100, and then I can have like, yeah, you know, but no. And you know, I'm not gonna
close,
tell
though.
huh?
She was
Very
close
close.
to it.
Yeah, close to it. You know, like 99 and just like shy a couple weeks, I guess. Yeah, a couple weeks. I think it was in January.
I think it was like 3 weeks.
yeah, it was like January
17th.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man. Well, anyway, but tell everybody where they can find you guys at. You know, whether it's in space or in the room with dog gas, mustard gas.
That's what this is under this table.
You can find us on Twitter at Happy Hour Show 3, Instagram at Happy Hour Podcast 3, and Facebook at Happy Hour Podcast.
And you can listen to us on anywhere that you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Yep.
Everywhere except Apple. We're still working on that.
Yep.
And you guys tried you're on Anchor. I heard on one of
We
Podbean.
were.
We
Now
used to
we're on
be.
Podbean.
We switched.
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you were on
Yep.
on that one. Now you're doing Podbean.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. So how's that working out now? I mean,
Love it.
A lot better.
I love it. I know he loves it too.
Yeah.
do you
It's
have
easier.
to
No, I mean, you can.
No, I think there's a yearly subscription of like $12 or something.
Yeah, for like a whole year. So it's
Mhm.
nothing.
But it gives you all of your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Anchor does too at some point, but
Like it breaks it down like what states, like how many listens and downloads you have in each state, country, wherever.
all right. Yeah, I was gonna think about that. And
It's
Well-
pretty in depth and there's a lot of detail to it, which is great.
You can also follow us on Facebook. Beer emoji, Happy Hour Podcast, beer emoji.
I said that.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Gunnar must have
it was a Sudafed.
distraction.
It was a Sudafed.
Yeah.
It is the Sudafed.
It's
Yes,
a
which I
Sudafed.
need more.
All the drugs.
the Sudafed and the mustard gas. Yeah. But also, folks, you can, and I put myself last because
Sure.
whatever it is, and go to Linktree, linktr.ee// whatever the hell it is, Tattoo Squid Podcast, TA2SQU. Wait, hold on, let me repeat that. TA2SQUID podcast. And then look at everything that I have on there because there's too many shit to fucking put on there. Luckily for you guys, you got each other and you bounce off each other. That's what I love about you guys. That you
Well,
can,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All three of you, just bounce off each other, and whether it's talking about who's gonna wear socks for a month or underwear for a week,
Yep.
Yeah.
and or who's gonna I forgot what the other ones were, but anyway,
Yeah,
so
we did too. There was a lot of alcohol that night.
I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And I'm trying to remember. I'm like,
That's
But-
okay. We did too.
Yeah.
No worries. As long as you
And-
listened.
And folks,
happens.
we mind meld. There's certain things like bamboozled and all this other stuff going on, and we're in sync here. Not the band. We're just in sync. That's it. We're not Justin Timberlake or Lance Bass or
JC Chazé.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy, Shazay. Yeah, Mr. Shazay. But folks, well, have a good night. I'm going to talk to the Happy Hour podcast for a little bit more. We call it off camera, and talk to you later and see how everything goes. And next week, I don't even know who I got next week. I gotta look, but yeah. So everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you again for having us.
Thanks for having us.